Beautiful St. Charles, leaving the Huck's gas station. Unfortunately, it wasn't Quick Trip, but it'll have to do for now.
And we're stopping by our house right now. It's
Sure,
right up here.
sure. So there was a couple.
See your house.
All right, yeah. I wanted to say something real quick, unrelated, but I saw an advertisement for an AI bot or whatever you can download to your phone.
I want it.
And the whole impression was you can start your own YouTube channel now without doing any work. That was literally what the message said. And
That's what we already do.
it's gonna get popular. So I would encourage everybody to look for, whenever we give our attention to something, it grows, but whenever we take our attention away, it dies. So when you see a channel that's obviously, because these things write the script for you, and it's an echo chamber. It's poisonous, you know? And you can tell you won't be able to tell soon when the voice is artificial, but you can get the vibe whenever the person isn't on the screen, or, you can tell what videos are going to be artificially generated, because they're soulless. They have nothing to teach. They're just regurgitating information that was already online. So that's the first thing I want to say, is encourage everybody to, of course, with clickbait, you can't really tell if it's gonna be, but the YouTube algorithm doesn't pick up on a video unless you actually watch it. So these videos, hopefully, if everyone kind of comes together in such a way and says, no, we're not going to watch artificially produced videos that robots make, then people will stop making them because they won't have our attention, you know? I realize that me being small potatoes over here, I just want to do my little part, at least, in saying that message, and hopefully me being one of the first to say it, because artificial intelligence should be taking work off of our hands, not creativity. And, whenever I do my videos, I go off of notes that I write. I don't go off a script, but I go off of notes that I write. And it's organic, and it's from the heart, and all that gay shit. That is where artistry lies, and don't let them take this away from us, you know? The commercial I saw was literally glorifying the idea that you don't have to do any work anymore to be a YouTube star or whatever it was. I think they used the word star. I don't like that. But it was abhorrent, and really unfortunate to see that. Oh, Emery wants you guys to see our new house that we just bought right up here. It's a castle. So we got to take a loan out from the bank, obviously, and
this isn't our real house.
The mortgage on our new house is approximately $1 million a month, but we've got a couple new Patreons now, so we're killing it.
Yeah, this isn't our real house. This is the Ascension.
I thought you were gonna be sticking to the prank.
I was, but it's too funny and I'm laughing too much.
Look at this old cryptic tree. That's kind of tight.
So these are the marriage houses.
Yeah, you can rent. In St. Charles, you can rent out these places to have your wedding reception and stuff like that.
Last time we were here, we got kicked out.
So yeah, by the way, I'm not anti AI either. Do you want to sit down somewhere?
Yeah, over here.
If AI is used as a tool, that's fucking cool, man. I like some of the I know that Cregan's Dark World, for our intros, he doesn't use AI to make them, but he does utilize AI as a tool that helps color him. I forgot exactly, he explained it to me, but he draws them and then AI colors them in. I'm down for that shit. But hey, where are you going? But for AI to actually be responsible, there's a road right here, dude. For AI to be responsible for the actual writing is just dead wrong. It's really not a good thing. You don't want to get used to that. Everybody's going to be losing character and soul real damn quick.
And
This way. Let's go. We're gonna go up to this cryptic ass tree here.
And guys, make sure at some point get your sunglasses things that you get from a gas station or Walmart that you need for a solar eclipse and use those.
Yep.
Because the solar eclipse is literally about to happen any minute now.
So Koba Drama says, what do you think about Elon Musk's brain chip?
It's alright. Like, he can manage with all the money. Doesn't he have about $100 million?
Billion.
Oh, 100 billion. Oh.
It's an exciting notion, but it's one of those things where I am concerned that the general public will be left behind and there will be caused like a rift between two different, like, I hesitate to say subspecies of human being. I don't like that idea, but I like the idea of being able to regenerate, you know, brain tissues after accidents and healing and stuff like that. That's kind of neat. But so the idea itself, I like that idea. I think it's cool and useful. But since when in humanity have we not weaponized things? I can't name one time. So it does bring up a huge concern about it.
I like Elon Musk.
Dane says apparently there's a whole thing about people fooling people about AI art being real videos and people fall for it a lot, right?
Hey, Dad.
Well, you can tell when a robot wrote the shit. You can feel it, you know. It might look authentic and sound authentic, but here's how you know. If the words are just wording in circles without actually ever saying anything, that's how you know it's a artificial intelligence, because a person will give you the facts and then make a point. If you are 1 minute into the video and still nothing has been said, that, I guess that goes without, you know, there's some videos have these long intros. I can't stand that shit either. But you can tell if they're just dancing with words. You know, the one I joke about the most is they'll be like, they'll say, woven within the intricate tapestry of this journey, we'll delve into the realm of blah, blah, blah. It's just word soup. It's just dancing around. It's never actually making a point. And you whenever they do that, you can tell. Basically, if you're watching a YouTube video and it looks like somebody's just fucking reading a thesaurus, that shit's AI. People don't talk like that. So that's what I would look out for. And
Well, what about when someone reads a book that was AI generated?
I suppose that would be fine. Like if you have AI, that would be an example of using AI as a tool, because those words from a book are somebody's actual words that they wrote.
I mean, like, AI made that book.
I ain't seen that yet. It's coming.
I know some. Do you like Elon Musk, though?
Emery wants to know if you guys like Elon Musk.
No, you.
Do I?
Yeah.
I think he's cool in interviews, and he's very frank, and he doesn't give a hoot what anybody thinks. I think that's kind of cool.
Tesla too.
So Kashav Ryo says, I heard the eclipse is going over a city called Rapture. What do you think about it? Does it have any biblical significance behind it? Cool videos. Keep it up. Thank you very much. I guess I will talk about that for a moment. We're excited about the eclipse because it is a rare celestial event, and you can see the mass ejection coronas coming off the sun for the first time. And I think we'll be able to see that comet as well.
And the next one is going to be in 200 more years.
Yeah, 200 years. So
my tortoise is going to see it.
The only person here who's going to see it is Emery's tortoise at home. We have a tortoise. Well, at his mom's house, he's got a tortoise. It's going to live to be like 350 years old.
200.
But so here's the problem with the whole biblical rapture apocalypse thing. It is going over cities that are named after biblical names, but if you throw a dart at a map, you're going to get biblical names. If you take the eclipse, the eclipse is going like this, right? Take it the other way, straight down from whatever direction you want, and you're going to count about 4 or 5 different biblical name cities in there. It's just a happen chance. And another thing is, if it was a global apocalypse thing, why would the eclipse as a signal of the apocalypse just be happening here in this one thin zone in North America? So it's like it's going to be the apocalypse in China too, even though they ain't going to see it. It's just kind of bunk. Everybody wants to tie things to it by happen chance without actually looking outside of that happen chance. So if you follow the path of the eclipse, you see all the biblical names, you get all sparked up about it. Then you go to the internet and start wailing about it. Meanwhile, before you start wailing about it and get everybody all scared, look at how many other cities have biblical names and stuff, and compare that to your hypothesis. You'll notice that there's a lot out there. And if this eclipse was happening anywhere else in the world, you would be able to derive the same apocalyptic information from it.
How long will this eclipse?
That I don't know. Does anybody know how long the eclipse is supposed to last? We are in St. Charles, Missouri right now. And I honestly don't know the answer to that question. We're just kind of out here with our glasses until that time comes. Sun Zen, yeah, pull out a global view, right. So for Beanpool, it happens, it's 3 minutes long. I guess that's for when it's completely covered. Our time and location right now, it's 12:53. And we are in St. Charles, Missouri. You can call it St. Louis if you want, because it's the same thing. It's St. Louis, Missouri.
Literally right between them two.
Karim says, yeah, it's just a sign. It's not necessarily apocalypse. Eclipses have always been signs, I suppose. I can dig that.
Hey, Dan, you remember watching that video the other day about aliens, like how to get aliens to come to your house?
Yeah.
What happens if we do that when the solar eclipse is happening?
That's a good point. So a lot of people we were listening to a documentary the other day that was hosted by Whitley Strieber.
It's old man.
It's old man Whitley Strieber. You guys know who he is. You know, he's got that book cover that haunts everybody. But so he said it years before Dr. Stephen Greer, talking about a certain meditative exercise you can do to bring anomalies in the sky to be able to see them. And it caught our attention, you know, something about lights and meditation or whatever. We didn't really get the full thing of it. We were driving in the car at the time, but hey, let me get a piece of chicken.
Huh?
Let me get a piece of chicken.
Yep.
I don't want that one. I gotta hold the phone in one hand. How old are you, like 6?
What the?
7 now? So
I'm 11, almost 12.
He's 11, almost 12. I don't think that's a good idea, but if you wait for the sun to go down and it's just over the horizon at that weird angle where it catches all the atmosphere on the way to you, you know, think about it like this, right? If the sun is making a direct beam for your eyeballs, your eyeballs can get fucked up, right? But if it's having to come through so much more atmosphere over the horizon, it's kind of hard to explain like that, right? But we'll use my head, for example. If you're here and the sun is right here, it goes through a lot more atmosphere to get there than if it was to go straight to you. So don't look at the sun at noon, you know? But sun gazing is when you look at the sun whenever it's setting, and it has to pass through all that extra atmosphere before it gets to your eyeball. And it's very beneficial. It's very meditative. And you absorb sunlight in many, many different ways, through food, through drink.
Hey, Dad, why did you put your chicken on the seat? There have been hundreds of people that have sit on this.
I like butt chicken. But yeah, sunlight, you absorb it. Some people lay on their backs and put their feet in the air and absorb the sun through their butthole. Not really my style, but that's a thing that people do.
That go with your foot.
The sun's very powerful, you know. All life on Earth, you know, came from the sun. I wish I could prop this up somehow. Let's see. Yeah. No, I can't read it though. Quit swinging. Sarah Lou is a sun gazer. What have you noticed? What kind of benefits have you gotten from that? Oh, damn. Vedentron says sunbathing naked is great. Hard to find good places anymore.
What the fuck?
I can
Why
dig
don't
it.
you do it here in front of those windows with hundreds of people?
There you go.
Yeah.
We're going streaking. There's an entire piece of chicken here that's got no actual meat in it. It's just all the breading.
Yeah, the same with that one.
Damn. Cheap.
But we did get this from Huck's, alright? This is their first.
Sidekick says the benefits are better sleep and it helps against depression. Sunlight in general I've noticed helps with depression.
Oh, I thought that did bad against depression.
That don't make any sense, boy.
I thought it did like good with like not doing
Calming
it
and
good,
balancing.
Hmm?
They were saying it's calming and balancing. They're talking about sun gazing. When you look at the sun while it's going down. I mean, sunsets are beautiful. Why wouldn't it have that effect, you know? But biologically,
When is this gonna start?
it helps too. I don't know. We never found out. Hold on. So we got on Google and typed in, when does the solar eclipse start? And we put in my phone's location. But we got, I mean, several different answers ranging everywhere from like 12:45 to 2 o'clock. There aren't any straight answers. I find that to be really weird.
2 o'clock?
Might be, I don't know.
We could be sitting here for hours.
Well, we can go walk around. Yeah, Crispy Space Agency says I go crazy if I don't go outside, and I feel that exactly too.
Not me.
Well,
I'm not playing VR.
You will. I mean, but
Getting me exercise, and I get to be inside.
if anything, being inside, I guess VR is cool because you're moving around and stuff. But whenever I'm inside studying or editing, man, I gotta get up. I gotta go outside. I gotta run around or just something. I can't, you know. It makes me feel like a cooped up animal. Go crazy.
My dad said he will get me a hoverboard for my birthday instead of a go-kart.
Hoverboard for his birthday is coming up.
Yeah.
Do you believe in any major religion, or do you think all of it is an allegory myth made by the alchemists? That is a loaded question, sir. Celia Tyne. But to answer that question, I don't side on one religion or another. If anything, I would go with the Gnostics because the Gnostics understood that each religion was sourced from a common one, and then through word of mouth spread out like fingers in all different directions, and then they came back around all to start arguing with each other.
Who drinks Prime?
But the second part of the question, the alchemists, I don't think it was the alchemists that spread religion necessarily. In fact, if anything, they were the ones who were kind of covertly understanding the religions without running around telling everybody, knowing that it was dangerous to do back then, but they were more secretive about things. Now, as far as the allegory versus literal thing,
I think it's starting. It has to get up to the middle of the sky for it to start.
it's always both. It's always allegory and literal, kind of like the flood myths. You know, Noah's Ark in the Bible is an allegory for multiple things. If you watch biblical numerology, we go over all that on this channel. But a great flood did happen. So that's what we got to understand, is that there's not only a gray area, but sometimes it's all the way both at the same time simultaneously. And this is a cause and effect of inspiration, you know? A global flood can literally happen, and then when it does happen, it's going to cause inspiration for many different kinds of allegory all over the world. So the argument between literal and allegory is summed up just like that. It's both. Usually the literal thing happens first. Well, it'd be hard to go in the other direction. And then the human imagination reflects that and then creates stories around it for the future generations to learn from. That's how we get mythology. Probably the most important thing, you know, period. But it's both. And that's what gets me all riled up about alien stories like the Dogon have and the Egyptians have, and the, you know, stories about Quetzalcoatl. It's like, if you do the math of knowing that allegories seem to stem from something literal in the first place, that gets really exciting about some of those. The eclipse is a smoke screen to frame Puff Daddy. All right, let's get our glasses on. Let's take a look, see if we can see the moon getting close.
Look at this Pokemon I just caught.
What kind of Pokemon did you get? What is it? What is that? Is that a Burgle turtle?
No. You see his name?
Burgle type CP69.
No, his name's 69, and his CP's 69.
Oh, you're hilarious.
That means combat power.
Oh, it's combat power. Okay, cool. All right, let me see here. Oh shit! It started, Emery. Yes, it did. Put your glasses on. It started. So it is 1:04 here. And yep, sure enough. Yeah, it started. So all the apps I looked at were wrong.
Started.
Yeah.
I thought you were lying.
So I don't know. Obviously, I'm going to get off here. But I don't know if that ain't going to come through at all. No, you can't see shit with that. But let me see if I can put the glasses through.
Everyone, if you can see get your glasses and look at the sun.
Well, Emery, that's the thing is, this is just in our zone. This ain't happening in.
Anyone in St. Charles, if there is anyone.
Yeah. Shout out to anybody in St. Louis or St. Charles.
Come on over.
Come on over. We'll hang out.
It looks like the sun's the moon. Like a baby moon in a little game. I thought you were kidding.
you guys are hilarious, dude. Oh my god.
I thought you were kidding about the.
No, I wasn't kidding. Dane, you're welcome and thank you. It's a Durgle turtle. Ben K says it's a Durgle turtle.
Hey, didn't you say the bottom of the ground would be dark?
Angels equal aliens, right? So that goes back to what, I don't know if it's exactly that specific, but I think there's definitely a middle ground there. Boletta says, what does the eclipse mean to you spiritually? Again, that's a deep question too, but it's certainly...
It's a toy helicopter.
It definitely symbolizes the fact that...
It's a toy helicopter.
It's a toy helicopter? By the way, we woke up this morning, there's fucking chemtrails everywhere. In fact, you can see some of them now, still. I mean, they dumped them on today. I don't know what that's about, but spiritually, an eclipse symbolizes that, because the sun is the giver of all life, right? Well, if you think about the fact that it can be completely blocked for a moment, well, that's death and rebirth. And our ancient people took that very seriously, as much as people do now. People now are a bit more panicky about things or whatever, but it goes to show you that everything that you love and live for can be completely eviscerated and gone in a moment. And once that happens, there's nothing you can do. Just wait a second. It'll be back. New life will come back. That's kind of what it seems to mean spiritually, for me at least. And dude, yeah, you can see these chemtrails are like spreading out. They were thin and sleek a moment ago, but now they're It's a damn shame what they're doing. I've been meaning to do, we're going to be doing a full documentary video soon on, this would be called Psychotic Illumination, about how, about conspiracy theories and how it's a superpower, really. When you're able to actually think for yourself, that's a superpower. And the angle I have for the video, I'm going to be using paintings by Jackson Pollock, which you guys know absolutely sucks. They're terrible paintings. They're just spatter and they're nonsense. There's no meaning to them at all. But people, artists around the world, and teachers and professors will insist that they're works of art. And then if you don't like them, that you just technically don't get it. Well, those people are, I'm not saying they're not intelligent, but they'll just follow along with whatever they're told to say, because Jackson Pollock, his success was an experiment by the CIA to see if they could make shitty art popular just by saying it was. It's a conformist experiment. And it was also to piss off the Russians, to make them crazy, like how, you know. So they spread this rumor that Jackson Pollock paintings were good. And it caught on, and people actually started repeating that as if it were true, and they're absolute garbage. So, but then there's people like us, you and me, who will see a Jackson Pollock painting, will say that's garbage, that's stupid, it doesn't make any sense, that's no good, and we're correct. But the people who insist that there's meaning behind them are literally a victim of a CIA experiment. How much deeper in conspiracy can you go than that, right? Very interesting. So that's kind of the angle I want to take on it. Being on, I want to, instead of spouting off about how conspiracy theories oftentimes come true, which they do, I want to put the ball in the other side of the court to the normal people and show them how ridiculous they are by literally repeating that the Jackson Pollock paintings are legitimate. It's very interesting when you flip the script like that on people. You know, instead of defending your side and being like, oh, chemtrails are real, look it up yourself, you can just flip it around and be like, do you like Jackson Pollock paintings? They'll be like, oh yeah, it's so abstract and meaningful, and my abstract art. I mean, I did it as a CIA experiment to see if you'd fucking buy it. Fascinating, really. Bop Pop says I'm new. What's up? What's up, Pop Pop? Ben K says more like Jackson Bollocks. Bollocks. I don't know. I'm not British enough to say that. Art is something you find beautiful without added words to it. You're absolutely correct. And that's the point. That is the point of the whole thing is a regular person with no background in art will look at Jackson Pollock and say that's garbage, and they're correct. It's only after they've been told that it's good that they'll go around putting it up in their houses and stuff. There's like celebrities and shit with like Jackson Pollock originals up in their house. It's so stupid. Yeah, The Manchurian Candidate, that movie was awesome, by the way, and that's what I think is going on a lot of the time. In fact, well, look at MK Ultra. I mean, it's not even a secret anymore.
Found my school in there.
Thank you, Barath. Yeah, Pie Guy, it's conformity, exactly. Yeah, but I do want to bring up the chemtrail thing on the conspiracy video, though. Just about how ridiculous it is that people will still call it a conspiracy theory. We need to get rid of this word theory. So chemtrails, a big amount of what they're spraying is aluminum. And this is meant to, seed clouds. But it's a neurotoxin, no doubt about it, just like fluoride. It's a damn shame. Larry Jackson says, my girlfriend's cooking is so bad I pray after I eat. You gotta laugh from the peanut gallery over there. MK says, in your video you said that we could be in a black cube, but what if the black cube is something we can get into? Is that a thing that takes our soul after death? So unfortunately, after I made my Hex of Saturn video, there was a lot of people who took the analogy of the black cube, the parable of the black cube. It's a metaphor for our biological limitations. They took it for being literal. like a literal box that, and then next thing you know, there's conspiracy theories about it being on the moon and run by reptilians and all that stuff. And then they turned it into a soul recycler. I watched this conspiracy theory form out of the air. I just watched it happen, and not to my complete horror. It was fun to see happen because it really made the channel popular and it helped this community quite a bit. But it was not. They took it all. A lot of you guys understand metaphor, and that's why you're here. You know, that's why we talk. That's why I don't have to explain certain things all the way out. I don't have to spell things out for this community. But people outside the community, as you know, that video just passed 1 million views the other day. So there's a lot of people not in our community who watched that video. And some people took it to heart thinking that there is a literal box on the moon that's recycling souls. It's just not the case. There's not a shred of evidence of that in science and mythology, even in conspiracy theory. It's completely fringe. There's nothing to that conspiracy whatsoever. But I mean, it's fun, I guess. But the closest thing to it is the cycle of samsara in Buddhism and how there's reptiles involved there. But there's no box. There's no black cube that is a literal thing. The black cube is an ancient depiction of the five senses, the mortal coil, the physical flesh that we're trapped in right now. We can't see the higher realms with our own eyes without the help of DMT or whatever, except for those who are abducted by aliens or whatever, which is a whole different story that we're getting into on Thursday. But the black cube is it's an allegory, and allegories help us as tools to understand concepts that are outside of our, our language. So. Basically, that's the best way to answer that question about the black cube. It's not literal. You can't get into it with your physical body. It's not a physical thing. It is literally the archetype of beingness in a physical body with DNA and all that shit. Ben K. I can't repeat that, but that's good. Yeah, Picasso kind of sucks too. Come at me. Picasso could draw, he could paint, he just chose not to. And maybe with that, maybe I don't get it. I don't know. I never appealed to me. Yeah, a lot of people took it literal, and it ended up. The literal meaning of the black cube that was taken the wrong way ended up becoming a Y-Files episode, dude. I was absolutely stunned. That was one of the craziest moments of my life. My email blew up. People were calling me. This dude, not this dude, but the team of people, behind Y-Files, who I love. I love Y-Files. It's a fucking fantastic show. I watch every single episode, and it teaches me a lot about editing. It really does. And so I'm not bitching. But to see my allegory become literal on the internet and then get covered by Y-Files as literal was exciting. That was wild. Of course, he got like 3-4 million views. One of my videos, I think, averages right now maybe 100,000 after quite some time. So it was humbling too, but I was amazed by that. That I could reach that many people in such a way that it would be covered like that. Now, I realize that I'm not the first one to talk about the black cube, but I also realize at the same time that my black cube video happened to become the biggest one on the subject in history, and that is absolutely amazing to me. And thank you guys so much for that, especially those of you who understood the allegory, which I call it an allegory several times in the video. There's really no mistake about it. People kind of just want to hear what they want to hear. We are in St. Charles, Josh. We are at Stonehouse. It's a bit down the street from where me and Emery live, and this is a nice little open location. I don't even know if we're supposed to be here, if we're allowed here or not. Consider it a commercial for them, I guess. Hey, let's check it out. Let's see if it's closer. Oh yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Let's see if we can get you guys on this now. It probably won't work again, but I'm gonna try it. Now you can see it's with the glasses it looks a lot more clear, but Yeah, we're not going to be able to see much like this. Wonder what happens if I zoom in. Yeah, that's about as not clear as it gets, but you can tell it's starting to impend a little bit. Cregan, you sending me $20 and telling me to eat real chicken? Bring me some chicken up from Louisiana, bro. By the way, I don't know if you guys have heard the news yet. Cregan from Cregan's Dark World will be moving to St. Louis. He's going to be bunking with me. Hey, move over so I can sit down. He'll be bunking with me for a little bit before he finds his own place up here, but we're going to be able to work together a lot more on these videos, on the animations portions of it. And shit's getting real, dude. Deep no fin. I fucking feel that 100%, bro. I'm good to have you. Dane says, where do you even find real chicken anymore?
The backyard.
Yep. Damn right. 100% correct. In your backyard, if you've got chickens. They're not really difficult to care for, by the way. You go up to Orscheln's, get yourself 4 chickens. They'll try to sell you 6 of them. You can get 2 chickens, actually. But they'll try to say, no, we only sell them in 6. It gets a little tricky. All you got to do is tell them, be like, no, thank you. I'll have 2 of them. They'll sell them to you. And then you you build a little coop for them out of pallets, throw some hay in there, a little fence around your porch so they don't poop on your fence, on your porch. They'll poop on the fence. And you got free eggs all day. You got free eggs. They lay 1 egg a day. And so with 2 chickens, by Saturday morning, you got 14 eggs free. It's a wonderful thing to do. And if one of them pisses you off, you cut its head off and eat it. Do it. Get chickens. Everybody get chickens. Go get them. The eggs are all different colors and shit. Pie Guy says the energy body would be a cool topic. The egg shape, same as the universe egg. Yeah. It's as above, so below. The cosmic egg is literally who we are and what we live in at the same time. As we covered on that You Are the Mystery video, you are not a person any more than you are a place. Everybody is a place. Nick Oracle, what's up? Are you going to be close for the eclipse? Are you going to be able to... We're going to have 99.2% coverage here in a moment. Crispy Space Agency says we send chickens to space. I didn't know that. Clayton D says, this is very wise. Everybody should pay attention, Emery. If you fart exactly at the full eclipse, then your one wish comes true. Okay. I'm fascinated with Kabbalah, and that's where Nazu Ramiri, the Kabbalah, when I was reading it, the one line that stuck out the most was that it said, human beings are I'm going to butcher this. They said human beings are meant to become one single creature that realizes bliss. And I thought that was amazing. And I kind of thought about that as what Manly P. Hall says about the atoms within us are universes, and we are the atoms within the body of the universe. It's like all human beings become one organism that realizes bliss. It could be taken wrong, like a hive mind, like an insect colony or whatever.
This is taking forever. It's been over 20 minutes since it started.
Very impatient. It takes 200 years to have an eclipse, but 20 minutes is taking forever. But that's my favorite part of the Kabbalah. I think I mentioned that part in the recent video, You Are the Mystery. Romney River's got that green eggs and ham from her chickens. I am going to be doing a holographic universe full video. I'm going to tie it together with Morphic Resonance, though, by Rupert Sheldrake. I think those two subjects go right the fuck together. 70% in Minnesota. Oh, Richard Long, thank you for the backyard compliment. This is not our backyard. Any
We're in
more
a
than that
random
is our house. Huh?
We're in a random person's backyard.
We're in a random person's backyard. That's how we party. We find rich people and we hang out in their backyards until they ask us to leave.
Yeah.
JLE says, do you like men? Of course I like men. I like you. I like Cregan. I got a lot of friends who are men, and I like all of them, you know? It's good to have a solid network of friends. My circle is small. Somebody the other day was like, my circle's so small, I even cut myself off because of some bullshit. That's a funny meme. I know what you meant, by the way. That's funny. Michael Talbot. I'm not sure who that is either. Evo says, is it okay to shoot at the eclipse? I don't see why not, but I guess we should realize that bullets that go into the air don't go.
Come down.
They always come down. They don't go into space. They
murders just happened.
Oh, dude, look at that! Look at that person with their bike driving their baby around with a little flag. That's cute. Little family, little bike family. Look at the bicycle family. Boop. St. Charles is awesome. Romany River says, it's more like the cells of my body understand that they are individuals within one body, but we fail to realize that we are individual cells within one organism. That is a perfect way to phrase that. I want to put quotes around that shit and put it somewhere. Shout out me, Plas. That is from Gurung 1913. He says, please shout me out is what I'm getting from that. But typically, if you put something either funny or thought-provoking, it will get you the shout-out that much faster.
$20.
The author of Holographic... Yeah, Cregan sent that. Author of Holographic Universe was... Oh, my God.
What?
Oh, Rupert Sheldrake wrote the Morphic Resonance book and the Science Dilemma. And I know Rupert Sheldrake like the back of my hand, but damn. Who wrote the Holographic Universe, though? Hey Siri.
Just died.
It won't work while I'm live. Yeah, I forgot who it was. I got the book literally on my shelf at home. T.Y. Huston says, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what?
Hey, charger.
This person's name is Girl, and they said, hey, you kind of cute.
What the?
I suppose you're talking about my boy.
No,
That's so funny.
You're talking about him.
It says
he has a girlfriend.
It says your name. The name is Girl, so that's kind of relieving, isn't it? Evo says I'm gonna shoot a potato at the eclipse. That's the spirit.
Fall on someone's head.
That's the spirit.
Kill someone.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Shoot a penny at it.
Why a penny?
Because if you drop a penny high enough, it kills someone.
Mariah, we were just talking about that. Do we think anything is going to happen due to the eclipse? I don't think so, any more than just a big event. The conspiracy about the biblical names and the cities are like throwing a dart.
Hey, don't tell them what this is.
What I'm more concerned about is CERN firing up their Hadron Collider and opening up black holes on Earth.
Guys, guess what this is.
Can you guys guess? I don't know what it is either. Can you guys guess what this is?
I know what it is.
Celiatin says, what do you think happens after you die? I actually cover that extensively in our video called Dying is Perfectly Safe. It's on YouTube right now.
Red pine cone, you said?
Is that a berry?
No, did he say red pine cone?
Parallel says, are you gay? I think he's talking to you, bud.
Oh my God. Did it say red pine cone?
Yeah, it says red pine cone.
Kinda, almost.
What is it?
You guys want to know what it is? It's literally just a normal pine cone. It's just a young pine cone.
It's a young pine cone?
Yeah, I just got it off this pine cone tree. Let me get it.
You knocked my drink over. Yeah, it's, I guess when they start out as babies, they are Little pineal glands, right?
And this is the same tree I got it off.
Right. It's like before and after DMT. Hey, quit it.
What's satisfying? You hear that?
Purple and then brown. Yeah, that's what it seems like, because this is like a deep purple red. A young pine cone. Ah, Jeremiah, that's funny. Oh, Salatine says, I've actually watched a lot of your videos, and I mean all, but I tend to forget most of them. That's why I keep revisiting them from time to time. Thanks for the content. Oh, absolutely. Right on. Well, yeah, sometimes, believe it or not, whenever I go through and make shorts, which are great.
Shorts?
Yeah, I've been making shorts, which are great advertisement for the channel. We don't make any money off of them, but they bring in a lot of new people, so I found them to be important recently. I didn't want to do them at first, but they work. But I go through my videos and find 1-minute segments to make shorts out of, and I'll forget that I said certain things in old videos, and I'm like, damn, that one-liner was a banger. And yeah, so I too oftentimes need refreshers on things that I myself have said and read. Whenever I buy a new book, I write all kinds of my own experiences in the book that it reminds me of that I happen to forget about.
Hey, what did you guys get for Easter?
What did you guys get for Easter? I think we all got candy and eggs, candy inside eggs. Anunnaki pine cone, says AZGGG55.
Hey, the other day we got dragon fruit at a Walmart.
Y'all ever had dragon fruit, dude?
It tastes
It was
amazing.
Awesome. It was really good.
The seeds.
Yeah.
The seeds are the only taste thing. The white stuff doesn't taste like anything.
Yeah, we gotta eat it together. It's really good. It's like a dessert for real.
Hey, can we go get some?
Like a healthy dessert.
After this.
Man, this where's he at? Hack605 says, "Are you gay?" Like people,
No.
mostly dudes. I've noticed that no women in this channel will ask that question
Because they
but
want to be with you.
it seems like it's almost an important question to a lot of dudes out there. Almost like if I'm gay, it's okay for them to be, but if I'm not gay, then I don't know. Like, it's so strange. It's a strange question. And let me ask you this: if I was gay, would it make my videos different? Would the meaning change? Would you scrap everything I've ever said because of that fact? Or like, I don't know, I wonder what the question's for, you know?
You have a girlfriend, too.
Looks like a unified field.
He freaking has a girlfriend.
Bet he is pan. What's pan? P-A-N. What does pan mean?
Pan.
Get some McDonald's. That's great.
Let's get some McDonald's.
Do you watch anime? What do you think of isekai genre? Do you know what that is?
No idea, and I watch anime.
Emery watches a lot of anime. I saw Ghost in the Shell. That shit was cool. And there was another anime I watched one time. I forgot what it was called, but it was it had no dialogue. It was an anime that had very, very minimal dialogue. And man, what was that one called? I forgot. It was deep though. It was deep. It was beautiful. Axel, we recently just released a big old video on the timeline of UFOs and stuff. We're gonna check on this eclipse. Let's see. Chase H says, "If you are gay, hit me up." Appreciate you watching, bro. Oh, Rajiro Cam says, "Vortex mathematics." That reminds me a lot of oh man, I just let Michael borrow the book by Tesla got a lot of ideas from him. But the vortex mathematics, yeah, it's a big deal. Once I understand it, I want to do a full video on it. Walter Russell. he's got the diagrams, the mathematics. He backs his work up, and it's awesome. Um, but yeah, I can't say much on it at this moment. But all right, we're halfway. Oh, huh? Yeah, go ahead. Let me see if I can't flip this around for you guys real quick. See where we're at.
Let them see through your glasses.
I am. Let me get it right. Oh man, I should have brought the good camera. I'm no good at this.
Hey,
Hold on. All right, let's see. Ah, there it goes. All right, that's where we're at right now. This is probably so disorienting to watch. There's a million other people covering this right now, and you guys are choosing to be here. I really appreciate it. I'm just out here with a cell phone and some cheap glasses from the gas station. What's up, buddy?
can I show them something?
Yeah, let me see if I can get this one more time. There, that's not bad. What's up?
Who knows what happens when you get a monster and do this?
I don't get it. What's the question?
Take it all the way down, like this.
Yeah.
Who knows what this means?
Well, a lot of people are going to chime in talking about the 666 and the upside down cross on there and stuff. And they're right, but...
Hey, and just for you guys to know a hint, the M isn't connecting. So this isn't actually M.
What is it?
It's actually something about like Greek, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Is it the Greek alphabet right there?
I think it's like a 111 or something.
It's 6.
So it's actually... Is anyone answering?
Yeah, it's 666.
Yeah, 666.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you got that right. Now, who knows what the real saying is when you do it upside down and drink it?
What's the saying?
The devil laughs.
The devil laughs? Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's starting to get dark out here now,
And
isn't it?
to make the devil not laugh, this is what you do.
There you go. That's right. But we're no litter bugs, so we got. Hey, there's a trash can right there if you want to throw it away. Oh, damn! Look at that. We're ripping the devil in half.
I didn't mean to do that. I meant to just twist it.
Marnie Me says, apparently you can see the shadow on the floor when you look at a tree shadow. It is starting to get a little ambient. You can't really tell off the phone, I bet, but it's starting to seem a little ambient and strange out here, like it's kind of lit up in a weird blue hue. Big Rob says, Jesus died for our sins so that we might all be able to enter heaven. Rob, I'm a big fan of Jesus. Thank you for saying that politely without attacking the channel. A lot of people tend to do that, thinking that I'm not a big fan of Christ.
What time is it?
It is 1:36, but yeah, I'm on board with all that. Now, the Monster Energy drink thing, by the way, if that's what you're referring to, is it's just a way to get people talking about their can.
Hey,
People need to understand. Now, advertisement is evil, don't get me wrong, but for reasons that are different from people assume. Pop stars and stuff like that put satanic images, and even car logos have satanic images. CERN, the CERN logo has the 666 in it, all that stuff. For the most part, especially, now I don't know what CERN's up to, but I will say that with the Monster Can video games, movies, these kind of things with the satanic images, it's mostly a way to get you talking about their product, whether it's good or bad, because they understand the idea that there's no such thing as bad publicity. For example, if I was to start talking about, hey, don't mess up the trees, buddy.
Just practicing to see if I can actually cut a tree with
Have you heard of Bashar channeling an ET, active today and is similar to Edgar Casey? I have not heard of that. Bashar. I'll have to check him out. I don't have my notes on me right now to write it down. Remind me in the comments later if you would. Rory Breaker says Jesus is cool, but his fans are cringe. That's gotta be one of the funniest things I've ever heard. I don't even want to comment on it, but that's pretty good. Benson says, I'm in London and all we have is rain. So enjoy the solar eclipse for both of us. Will do, bro. Okay says, what do you mean, Kayla? My name's Joey. It's not Kayla. I'm just kidding.
Look at the sun, though. It's over half.
Miss Honeybee says, why is there still sin then? Well, that answer seems obvious. It's because of free will.
And people like it.
And that. Larry Jackson says 2 + 2 = 22. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure on that one, buddy.
It's true. What do you mean? Oh, no, so if you guys want to see a young pineapple, it's actually pink at the beginning.
Yeah, they're pink before they're purple.
Look, here's pink. Here's a pink one right here. And then let me
Levi says, what do you think of Carl Jung?
I don't know him, so I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Who?
Carl Jung coined the term synchronicity, introvert, extrovert.
What's that?
Depth psychology, analytical psychology. One of my heroes. I have pretty much every single one of his books that I could find except for the essay series, which would take up the entire shelf.
I have that in my school.
You learn about him in school?
No, I have that in my school.
But I probably touch on Carl Jung about once every other video. And some of my older material, my older videos, there's a lot of videos that it mentions him like damn near every 10th sentence. Denmark in the house. Let's see where we're at here. It's kind of a neat effect it's giving off right now with the blue glare.
Let's mess with the wasp nest.
Why are you doing that? The boys over here messing with wasps.
I actually messed up wasp.
Are they coming?
No one attacked me.
My son's getting attacked by wasps. Hey, help me set up this camera somehow. Where are you, Joe? I am in St. Louis, Missouri. It is 1:40, and it's starting to go down right now. And I should have planned this out a little bit better, but you guys know me. It's going to be a little bit last minute over here. Let me clean this phone off. Let me see here. Yeah. What's that look like? You still really can't tell, but there it is.
It's almost time.
Yeah, we're gonna zoom in. That blue glare is wild right now. It's like a really cool lighting effect.
So it's supposed to turn pitch black, right?
Yeah, not pitch black, but it's gonna be a weird, like, ambient dark.
Alright, let me see. It's almost here.
It's coming. I need one more rock right here. Thank you.
It's flatter than that one.
I apologize to everybody for the disorientation here. It's a work in progress. Just like anything else, right? That's about the most I can zoom in. Quit fucking with the rocks, dude. That's what we got right there. There it is. If 6 was 9, I don't mind. Larry Jackson, you are like the guy who creates the riddles that we'll be using tomorrow.
Hey, is there right if I shout out
Shout
like,
out whatever you want, buddy.
and like YouTube person I like?
Crispy Space Agency, yeah, pretty much. We have 99.2% coverage here. Go ahead, buddy.
Who has kids?
How many of you guys got kids?
Because if you have kids,
T.Y. Houston, I think I did check out the OBE journal that you emailed me. Yeah, I don't know. If I didn't send a response, that's my bad. But I did see it. Oh, Nazu Rami says I've got twins.
if you
14 years old.
well, there's this channel that's called Shiloh and the Bros or something.
Shiloh and the what?
Bros. And it's this like fun thing that kids can watch that I watch a lot. It's like cool. I like it. So if you have kids
if you guys got kids, check out that channel.
Yeah, Dad doesn't know what it is.
Check out Mark Rober. If your kids like YouTube, have them check out Mark Rober because he's my favorite YouTube channel for kids. Me and Emery kind of came up on.
Beast.
Yeah, everybody likes Mr. Beast, but why give him a shout out? Everybody already knows.
I don't know.
Mark Rober, however, he could use more viewers because he does good, wholesome, good content.
You know, Mr. Beast and Mark Rober are at the same amount of.
There's no way.
Subscribers.
There's no way they are.
What do you mean they're not?
A lot of people here, buddy, have kids. A lot of people are chiming in saying that they have kids.
Well, look at that channel for your kids. They might like it.
Nicoracle says, my kids all know my favorite YouTube channel is The Library. That's what's up. Hopefully Library of the Untold. I've noticed lately there's a few YouTube channels out there called Library of the Unknown, Library of the whatever, I don't even know.
It's almost time, Nick.
Oh, damn. We have, it looks to be about 85% coverage right now, but on the phone,
it shows full.
So what I'm hoping for, guys, is that whenever the totality hits, you'll be able to see the coronal mass ejections without the glasses being on the phone like this. And hopefully, when it goes to full coverage, this will get all eerie and weird.
And if you live nearby, you can see it perfectly if you have glasses.
Now, Zeus says, YouTube was dull for a while until I found Library of the Untold. Thank you for tagging me in that, and I appreciate it very much.
I can see the sun.
Damn, Crispy Space Agency, you're from the Netherlands. I did not know that, dude.
The Nether?
Yeah, we've talked on, no, the Netherlands. It's a country where, like, there's, like, man, you guys got, psychedelics are legal out there, right? If I'm not mistaken. They mail them out from there quite a bit, I know that. It looks like the contrails are starting to clear up a little bit, and that's kind of nice. Germany made weed legal. Man, it's about time. They should have done that approximately 70 years ago. Oh, that was not a good joke. My apologies.
What's wrong with 70 years ago?
You'll get it when you're older.
No, it can't be World War II, is it?
Yes.
Oh, it is.
You got it. Well, it was less than 70 years ago, but if they'd made it legal before that, they might have prevented some issues. That's kind of the joke.
That's bad. Bad joke.
Deep Nofin made a good joke just now. That was funny. I'm not going to say it out loud, but that's fun.
Say it.
Chemtrails are always made for a good purpose.
I'll just look at it. Oh, it's showing.
It is showing, yeah.
So that's how we're gonna keep. Hon, how is it showing if your head's in the way?
My head's not in the way. Look at my shadow.
Where's your shadow?
Weed is still illegal in France too. That's crazy.
You're in France?
So Missouri, we have legalized weed now in Missouri, but now it's no fun anymore. I hope a lot of you guys saw the new Carl Jung and UFOs video that we just put out. I feel like it's a banger, but I released it on a Wednesday, so I'm not going to ever do that again.
Look how dark it is now, though.
Hopefully it picks up the pace.
Yeah.
Because, by the way, everybody, Thursday is our big... we finally did an alien abduction hybridization program video. That's been requested for a while now. Do try to watch the flying saucers of the unidentified flying obstacles video before the alien abduction one, though.
And so we're able to look at the sky when it's done.
Whenever it's in complete totality, you can look at it, which is not yet.
I actually just looked at it, but it's fine.
Well, 1 second ain't gonna hurt. So it's starting to look a little dark out here.
Oh, look how bright that looks without it.
Yeah, I know. It's still like it looks like a complete sun like that.
Yeah, but brighter. I can look at the sun normally. I just looked at it again. Hey, do you ever see purple when you look at the sun for a little?
Boy,
second?
I don't do that.
Well, but do you see purple when you see something bright, though?
Damn, it's still illegal in Florida? I had no idea. That doesn't seem right. Florida needs to legalize weed like yesterday. With all the newspaper articles I see come out of there.
Look how close that is.
It's very close, yeah. Dane says the squirrels and the birds are acting kind of funny.
What's that smell?
It's crazy how, as the animals and insects get more and more quiet right now, there's still people driving around. Like, no one... I'm looking around right now at the town around me, and people are still going about their business and driving around.
They're probably trying to get home.
Yeah, well, why can't anybody...
What the frick is that car?
Oh, look at that car. That's nice. But it's weird, like, an event like this, I kind of feel like everybody would... be more apt to come together, or not come together, but like settle down from their everyday rat race for a moment and look at this thing. It ain't gonna happen again until after they're dead.
Hey, isn't it supposed to be when it's like when the solar eclipse happens, the animals aren't out as much?
Right, the animals.
This is the most I have ever seen all these animals.
Really?
You see how many bugs I've seen?
Well, I think it's because we're just paying attention to it now, you know?
What do you mean? I've been on my phone.
Dane says emergency vehicle sirens are all over right now, too. So, yeah, that was the big story, and I had to warn my daughter about it, is that they're predicting upwards of 2 million people being on the road to go see this thing. So the most dangerous thing about it is car accidents, and that's really unfortunate. There's probably a lot of people stuck in traffic right now who are on their way to go see it, but...
Hey, Dad, since this is so bright...
Hey, hold on 1 second. Satwise says, this eclipse marks the crossover to the age of Aquarius from Pisces, which was represented by Christ. This is when some of humanity will ascend from the third dimension. That is an awesome description of what's going on. I like that one.
Only a couple more seconds. Or minutes. I think it's a couple more minutes, not a couple more seconds.
Yeah.
Look how close
It'll be a couple more minutes, yeah. It's coming, though.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, there's another wasp.
I appreciate the astrological description of what's going on here, though. That's one of my weaker points on the channel is astrology. I've been meaning to...
I haven't even been looking at the comments.
It's the end of the transitional period between Pisces and Aquarius, says Neurotoxins.
Look how dark it is, though.
Yeah, it's dark out here right now.
Hey, is there people that are fans on your thing that live on the other side of the world?
Emery wants to know if there's anybody out there on the other side of the world.
Like near the other side of the world, like it's still
where it's dark.
Daytime.
Oh, where it's still
like,
daytime.
I guess no. When it's dark out, when the moon should be there, but it's no moon.
Oh, I see. Because they don't have the sun or the moon on their side of the planet if they're in China or Norway.
But people somewhere else, do you guys
Nazu
have
asked
the
if I'm
moon?
a Sagittarius, and I did go a long time thinking I was Sagittarius, but it's been brought to my attention by Earth Alchemy, who did my chart or whatever with time and everything, that it turns out I'm a Capricorn. I was born on December 22nd.
What about 2012? What does that mean?
What do you mean?
Being born in 2012?
Does anybody know M's astrological sign if he was born in late middle June?
June 23rd.
I don't want to say the exact date, buddy.
Why not? What are they gonna do with my birthday?
They said the sun has just sat in Norway, so the sun is just now setting in Norway.
Hun, how can you see it? Hun, is that far away?
It's very far away. It's the other side of the earth, practically.
Hun, how could they see the sun then?
Emery, I'm being told that you might be of the Cancer sign.
Cancer sign, let's go have cancer.
Evo said the potato worked. So for those of you who don't know, Cregan from Cregan's Dark World threw a potato into the air, and as we can see, it's starting to get in the way of the sun.
Yeah, the potato's all the way up there.
So Kylie Jackson just saw the eclipse. Hers is done and over with now.
What?
So I guess you got the apocalypse over there? I'm just kidding.
Look how bright that is.
It's very bright.
On your phone. Hun, show them the ground.
Emery, you are the cardinal water sign.
Show them the ground right now.
Well, as you guys can see,
look how freaking dark it is.
It's really, yeah, it's in the middle of the day, but it's super, yeah, you can't really tell on the phone though, but it's like, it's eerily dark out here.
Yeah, put on your glasses real quick.
All right, hold on.
And see how, like, that makes it look a bit more sick on it, right? It's not actually that sick right now.
What do you mean sick?
Sick. It means like sicker.
Oh, thick, or I thought you meant sick, like
no,
the Slipknot song.
Look how thin that is.
Yeah, it's a thin little bit. Wow, it looks like a nail that you'd clip off your little pinky toe. Yeah, it's just the horns right now. I'm hoping that whenever it goes into full, that we'll be able to see all the little ejections and stuff.
I hope we don't see anything.
Why?
That would look awesome.
Yeah, Dane, that's a good way to describe it. It looks like it's about to rain, but with no clouds in sight.
Yeah. Well, there is clouds.
There is some clouds, right?
Why does it smell wet?
It is getting eerie out here.
Yeah, why does it smell wet, though? I guess when it gets dark, I smell like wet.
No, all right, so one of you guys might be able to answer his question. I don't know that I can, but something about photosynthesis, whenever it gets dark, or like dawn, like the grass starts to emit pheromones or whatever. That's what it's doing right now. And yeah, it smells like rain, but there's no clouds.
No, it just smells like a pool to me. Kind of.
It smells like a pool?
Like, I guess, yeah, right after it rained, it smells like this.
Right.
Or not anymore. It is impressive.
Misael Alvera says the plants are confused.
Yeah. They're like, how's it getting so dark already?
Right.
And the birds are probably like, what the fuck? Look at the birds. They're going crazy right now.
So I'm in Florida. I was just outside looking through my welding helmet. It looked about 50% coverage, slightly dimmed.
It's literally basically gone.
I love animals as leaders. It's a random comment, but yeah, telling to start.
I don't think there's any leader
awesome bin.
reptiles.
No.
I don't think that's a thing, right? A leader reptile?
Oh, Nicorical says photosynthesis halts during the eclipse, and it takes plants up to 4 hours to recover. That's the smell that we're smelling, is the plants. Damn, Love Witch, I'm sorry to hear that. She said where she's at, there's too many clouds and she can't see the eclipse.
No, oh my goodness. Does the other side of the world get this in another, like...
Another time?
Yeah, like 100 years from here?
I'm not sure. Jacob M says the birds are being weird over here too.
I know they're...
Do you like the band Alluvial? I've never actually heard of Alluvial before.
Hey, let's turn it on real quick to hear it. You can...
Hold on, let me move this.
Split screen it, right?
No, I can't split screen it.
Well, what are they gonna see?
They're gonna see this.
What they see right now?
I want to get this propped up just right for the totality.
Put that over them and then switch to it.
It seems to be going from right to left, so yeah.
That is freaking.
It's going away. Majestic, we are in St. Louis, Missouri. We're a bit south of St. Louis though, so we're gonna be having 99%.
Hey, where's the count of money we got? I just want to see it.
In the United Kingdom is watching, Emery. They say thanks for the live stream because they don't have it over there. It's almost nighttime over there.
It's almost nighttime?
Yeah.
It's almost nighttime for us now.
Just Googled, and it's very rare for plants to be affected by a solar eclipse. Nice try. Well, we weren't trying anything. But it does smell like rain out here, though.
Yeah.
I do not know of Damien Eccles, though. No, I don't.
Well, if it's very rare, there's still a chance.
Oh, it's 8 o'clock in the United Kingdom.
And at night?
Man, not me, dude. Crispy Space Agency, knock it off, man. No.
What is it? What is it?
Greeting. Oh, he said, I hope the internet goes out with the solar flares. Wouldn't the moon, like, block the solar flares, you know?
No. Oh, come on. Can't you just be covered up by now?
Almost there. Quit it. Quit it.
What? I'm showing them mine.
All right. You're blocking it with your own shadow. You're going to mess with it. Buddy, quit it.
Sorry. So we got to...
Says, here's the answer to the smell.
What is it?
I don't know.
What's the answer? Oh, what the heck?
Hey.
You know, which?
Quit it, yeah. Starting to get super dim.
What is the answer?
Sheris Rosen, hello, and thank you.
What happened?
She said hi to both of us.
Oh, hi.
Fun Person says, many plants release fragrances at night to attract nocturnal pollinators such as moths, bats, and certain insects. So we are getting mixed answers to our question.
But I always smell this. I always smell this at night. So.
Mr. Risen says the aliens on the dark side of the moon are sun tanning.
Yeah.
I suppose we should call it the far side of the moon this time, though.
Why the far side?
It's not dark on that side. It's probably as lit up as it can possibly get.
Oh, yeah. Huh, does that mean we're on the dark side?
Right now,
So
yeah.
does that mean we're the aliens for them?
I suppose with anything, yeah. If we live here and they live there, then we are the aliens to them. Unless they were here first.
Here's a...
Misael Alvera, you are exactly right. I 100% agree.
When is it gonna close? Look how dark the sky
Kregon
is.
says dew point and humidity changes due to the temperature changes from the sun blocking out the radiation heat.
Hey, show them the sky real quick.
No, dude, I don't want to miss whenever it goes total. So we'll just leave it here.
Alright. But look at the sky. It looks. Oh my goodness! I accidentally just looked at the
Mr.
sun.
Risen, we're gonna drop an album, Dark Side of the Moon 2. We're gonna call it Far Side of the Moon.
Imagine those people on the aeroplane right there, though.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, come on, we're
Dane
missing.
says we are the most awkward species on Earth, man. I don't know. The duck-billed platypus is kind of weird.
The five-headed snake is also weird. That they call the Hydra. That's now extinct.
It's not extinct?
I said it's now extinct.
Levi, yeah, I think Vedic astrology was really onto something, and in a way, I think they're a little bit sharper than what we have today. I'm not super big on astrology, though.
Why can't the freaking close up? This is taking forever.
Sarah Lou says, your channel is so much more fun to watch than NASA. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
At least you know it's real coming from this channel.
Yeah, because we're on a live stream.
Right.
So we can't edit anything. Fun, can we edit stuff?
No, we can't edit anything.
Oh, alright.
Octopuses are pretty weird too, yeah. Octopuses, octopi.
I was about
Octopussy.
to do a joke, but it would be kind of offensive.
It'd be expensive?
Offensive.
Oh, offensive?
Yeah. Could I say it? Then it's a bit offensive.
Alaskan survivalists, they had already predetermined the location of the eclipse hundreds of years ago when they established those cities. That's amazing to me that they could predict that far into the future.
Same thing in Minecraft.
This is what the real Slim Shady looks like. John Meggia has been a member of Pretty Much a Cult, LOL, for 2 months. Awesome, dude. What time is Totality for you guys, Joey? I don't know. I got a bunch of mixed things on what time Totality is, but right now it's 2:04, and Totality is, as you can see, about to happen in just a moment, it seems.
It's 2:04.
At which point I'll remove the glasses, and hopefully we'll be able to see the ejections. Hey, let's take a look at this real quick.
It started over 2 hours ago. We came outside at 12 looking for the eclipse.
Yeah. It looks eerie out here, dude.
Like 3 hours ago then, right?
What do you mean?
3 hours ago we came out.
Sun moves, yeah, about 3 hours ago. Sun moves a lot more than I anticipated when setting this up.
It's taking forever though. I hope we don't get kicked out before it happens. Imagine it just starts and then we get kicked out.
That would be hilarious.
And I would be like, nah.
I would be like, nah. I'm not sure the differences between Vedic astrology and Western astrology, to be honest with you. If Earth Alchemy LLC was here right now, I think she would let us know the whole deal. We're in St. Louis, Missouri, dude.
How many times are we going to have to say that?
Well, the new people are joining on, buddy. Come on.
All right. How many people are leaving?
And it's 2:05. Neo says, if our bodies were not separated from each other, the divine spirit within us would be united. Without the body, there can be no life, but another life exists apart from the body. Hell yeah.
What about grass?
What about grass? I don't know. What?
Grass doesn't have a body. It's just life.
Random dude says, hello, hi. Hello.
It's a random dude. Stranger danger.
Smoldering embers, let us know. What's the difference? What's the key difference between Vedic astrology and Western astrology?
Nothing. Because I don't know what those are.
Dries, Lynn here. Thank you very much. Dan,
Is it
no
bad
problem.
that I'm just tearing this rock apart with my hands. I'm literally just ripping off rock.
Jacob, same here, bro.
Jacob, is that my brother?
No.
Look bad that I've been just breaking off.
Look up Damien Eco. Stop that, dude. Oh my God. Mr. Risen, it says, I think Vedic astrology is more concerned with the moon sign, but I'm not that into it. Yeah, I got you.
Did it freaking end? It looks like it's open.
It looks like the eclipse is passed for Kregon. Let me see.
It looks like it's opening.
It does. It just got brighter out here all of a sudden, but it's not. It's still not to totality yet.
It does look like it got brighter.
It hasn't passed, has it?
I think it might have. I don't know. It looks like it has gotten brighter, right? And it looks like the sun's getting bigger.
Maybe 99% isn't as much as we assumed.
Dude,
Oh yeah,
ended.
Kregon is telling us that it passed here already.
It freaking ended.
Huh.
Yeah, it freaking ended. The sun's going... It ended. I was hoping for like a pitch black type of thing.
That's what I thought too. I thought it was going to be completely a complete blackout.
Yeah. I guess the Avatar was true when the eclipse happened.
What did he say?
Huh?
What did he say?
Oh, in Avatar, when the invasion to kill the Fire Lord happened, the eclipse was happening, and it was still light out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna go pitch black. It's getting lighter out. You wanna go?
Yeah, let's walk home. Here's your phone.
I was hoping for something good. Did
Yeah.
you already end it?
Let me see. I'm going to trust Kregon, though, that he said that it already passed here, that we've seen the...
It also looks like you got brighter.
So, yeah, we got like 99%, I guess. But it didn't go pitch-ass black like they were talking about it would for St. Charles County.
Yeah. Like,
You win some, you lose some.
look, this did not
And-
happen.
What? That didn't happen?
Yeah,
All
that
right.
did not happen.
That particular event did not happen. However, there will be plenty of pictures of it
Yeah,
from
that's getting bigger.
from Texas.
Look at it real quick. It's bigger than it was.
It's bigger than it was. Yeah, it's on its way out. It was cool though to see all the animals shut up and it got dark out here. It was eerie. It was kind of neat. What's up, buddy? Well, Emery is not impressed, but then again, my boy is difficult to impress.
You know what's better than this? Playing on a Blade and Sorcery. They have
Anybody play Blade and Sorcery?
and the Solar Eclipse in mods.
What is Blade and Sorcery?
It's a fun game on VR.
Ah,
So most adults don't play it except if they're a YouTuber most of the time. I
see.
made some videos on it that I'm gonna put on my secret channel.
On your secret channel?
Yeah.
Not secret anymore.
Well, they don't even know the name of it, and don't you dare say the name
All
of
right,
it.
I won't say the name of your channel. If you
Yeah,
guys
I
can
can
find
do that
Emery's
sometime.
channel,
Yeah, and also I'm gonna expose my identity on it, and when I hit 10,000 subscribers, so.
when you hit 10,000 subscribers, hell yeah.
And I know already like there's 500,000 YouTubers that are already doing that.
Yeah, there's a lot of YouTubers out there, dude.
That
We have
has a
stiff
mask.
competition. That's for sure.
No, I mean it's gonna be harder for people to find my identity then.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because it's going to be mixed in the hodgepodge.
Yeah.
Maybe they should know what to look for. What's your mask look like?
No, I would probably have the only mask because how expensive it was.
Yeah.
It's $65 for that mask.
Yeah, we got him a very expensive mask for his YouTube channel that it looks really cool though.
Yeah, and we also, I'm just gonna say this. Oh, we got glasses lenses for
Right.
the eyes.
Yeah.
So I was gonna play Fortnite for it a bit and like Minecraft and all those video games on a PC, right? Because I was gonna go on Fortnite, do tournaments because you can get money from those.
Yeah.
So, and also you meet other famous YouTubers from
Right.
them too.
Well, Kregon is coming here from New Orleans, and he'll probably be able to help us set up
Is he gonna be able to come to our house?
Yeah, he's coming to our house, so he might be able to help us actually get your channel, your screen recording going, because that doesn't seem to be working on our computer. And it's probably a little bit loud out here because we're walking home due to the cars passing by on this main road. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Sorry we didn't have a totality, but we had some good chats, and it was good to spend the day with you guys.
And also the person that's coming, get ready. I have a lot of reptiles. But here I have only one reptile, I guess.
I'll leave off by saying that I'll see you guys on Thursday for the premiere of Womb World about alien abduction and hybridization program. But if you don't mind, please watch Unidentified Flying Obstacles, Carl Jung's problem with saucers before going into Womb World. It will be beneficial. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you. Bye.